Okay, the last segment of the video of the for that handout with from Robert is regarding comparables. So you can be able to read this because you can read this yourself. I've attached it to the email. They're calling it 5 factors that for the just the right list price. Well, bottom line is it comes down to comparables. Number one, in what that particular home or condo or townhouse compares to the other properties in the area. Other factors that aren't in, let's say, like say Zillow or whatnot, that have you go online and say, well, this is what the house is worth. What they're not taking into consideration is maybe if it has like a pool, any upgrades, and obviously some homes, especially when you get the higher end ones. If you ever wonder why one house is worth, $1 million and the one next door is worth almost $2 million, well, it comes into different varies, lot size, pool, what kind of upgrades. Some upgrades are more high end than others and whatnot. So that's where the appraiser comes in there and has to, take a look. But when we're just basically on a cookie cutter home, trying to figure out how much the house is going for, we're going to go off comparables. Now, what I do, and the easiest thing to do is when I log into the MLS, there's two CMA sites to use. The first one is RPR. The next one is what I use the most because it creates, and I'll show you in a minute. It creates a PDF link for the client. So basically, what it is I just create a report. I hit CMA, and I put the name of the client, address, and then fetch listings, and it'll pretty much do my job for me by getting all the data. Now, if I go back, these are some recent ones that I've done, but for instance, this one right here, I'm going to view it. It created a PDF and a link as well. So this is, came up with the comparables, has all our stuff on there. Listings looks pretty. This is for listing presentation, right? You want to look good. Now, sometimes some people like to make, we have a machine that can make a book, but this is, a lot of pages, but if you want to give your client on a listing presentation, the hardbound book, you can print this out. And that's what I do sometimes, depending on the list price of the home. Here we go. Analysis comparables. So I put this in there 425. So I looked on all the comparables and I suggested 425. Now on here too, you can create a net sheet for the client so they can see how much they're walking away with, right? So there's a live link as well. And this link right here up at the top. You can email it to the client and they can open it up if they don't want to waste, you don't want to waste paper, or they don't want, they just want something emailed to them. This is what they're going to see when they get emailed. Comparative market analysis for this address right here. Prepare for the client. You put your resume in there, about our company, CMA, but all they really care about is comparables. So you open it up and it gives them the comparables. Average pricing, this is the average right there. Go to the left hand side, and at the end it's going to show like the suggested price, 425, and right in the net sheet of how much they're going to net on that. But I like this one the best to send it to clients because it has all the comps. They go to the left hand side, what we're going to do, the marketing plan, and you can edit this as well in I use Pacific West for my MLS. Commission distribution. It's all this interactive stuff right here that will be helpful for the client. But the bottom line is this. It's me punching in, and I'll do it again, the address of the property, and the data just comes up. So I'm just doing another report, create report. I'm just going to put test on this one, and I'm going to put the address in here. This is the address, 3 bedrooms. The bathrooms didn't show up, so I'm just going to confirm with the internet real quick. I believe it was 2 bathrooms. So it's 2 bathrooms. Okay, so I'm going to go back to here. I'm just going to put 2. And I'm going to hit fetch listings. And all the listings are going to be below right here. So our home is 1,399 square feet. These comparables, this one's 1336. This one's 1439. These are all closed, 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 closed. 425 closed. This one right here is 1334 square feet, 1399. I use this as a comp, and on mine it was what, 425. Is that what I came up with on this suggested list price? 425, yeah. So these were the comparables that I used. I just put the price right here, 425, and then the net sheet popped up right here. This one just used the previous net sheet that I've used before, and you can edit, commissions, closing costs. Actually, spelling's incorrect on this one. Closing costs. Sorry about that. Because at the end of the day, the client wants to know what we're going to be netting, correct? And that's closing costs. Why does it not do that? Sorry. Here we go. And so when you're done, you just hit customize report, hit customizing, and it's doing what in the past took us many hours to do. And you can edit these title pages, cover letters, resumes about our company. You can edit all that fun stuff. Publish report. Once you publish a report, you can just copy the live link once it's done publishing, and then you can shoot it out email to the client. I'll show you real quick. See, if I said copy live link, I can even open it up in a search engine. It's going to pop up. So just put that in the body of the email, and this is going to be the comparable analysis. So, and that's how we can come up with what a house is worth and send a CMA out to the client and look professional. There you go. Suggested price, $425. If you have any questions, let me know.